Hi, I'm Martinez. Valera's asked me to make a dish to pair with their beautiful Bush Vines Sauvignon Fumet. So what I'm going to do for you today is a little prawn ragu served on toasted ciabatta, which I've mixed with a bit of olive oil and some red wine, some fresh rocket, tomatoes, onions, a bit of chili. There's some garlic in the fridge. Let me just get that out. Some fresh basil, some spring onions, rosemary, and some king prawns. The king prawns have been deveined, but I've kept the tails on for presentation purposes. So first thing, bit of stale bread. We're just going to rub it with a bit of olive oil on both sides, a bit of black pepper and some salt. We'll do that with 2 pieces of bread. So this is what I like to do beforehand, just so we get it out the way, because you can take it out, let it sit for a bit of salt. Cool. Now we're going to just put that into the sandwich press here, so it starts to toast. And while we're waiting there, we're going to get the pan on the heat. This whole dish is very quick. It's going to be, I'm going to finish the gastrique, which is the tomato base. Once that's done, season the prawns into the pan, finish with the gastrique, and it's really quick. So it's quite a nice dish to do. It doesn't take too much time, and it's really flavoursome and yummy. So first of all, we're going to take a tin of tomatoes. I like to use a mixture of tin and some fresh. Let's just take a whole tomato into the blender, quarter of an onion. It's going to give a bit of bite. A little splash of red wine vinegar. Quite a big splash because you want a nice acidity, a bit of sweetness, sourness, bit of olive oil. Quite a bit because you're making almost like a vinaigrette out of this. Pop it onto the blender. Blend that till it's completely smooth. Take the bread, starting to toast a bit. So what I'm going to do to the toast now is I've got a tiny bit of red wine here. I'm just giving it a bit of a douse. I'm going to make it sort of like a drunken melba, or drunken toast. Got a bit of flavour of wine going through as well. So that'll go back into the toaster. That's done. Now I'm going to leave that. Pan's getting nice and hot. So we're going to start this off with the chilies and garlic in the pan, then add the prawn and more tomatoes, and make it like a really nice, like a ragu, like a stewy prawn dish. So this should be done now. Very simple. Olive oil, sherry vinegar. We're going to add some salt and pepper to it now as well. Then have a quick taste. Perfect. And you can always add more salt, more pepper afterwards. So to start off with, I've done a mixture of chilies. I like my food quite hot. So I've got a few bird's eye chilies here and the jalapeno. So I'm just going to roughly chop these. The pan is getting nice and hot now, so you can really get that really hot. Because all you want to do is you're going to pan fry these prawns, get a nice quick char on them. And then you're going to add your chilies and your garlic, deglaze with the tomato gastrique. And then just finish it off with fresh rocket, some spinach, basil, and some chives. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much done. So we're going to just season the prawns with black pepper and salt. You know, if you really want to, you can also add other flavors as well. But I know these prawns are so lovely. I just want to keep them as fresh as possible. Okay, great. A bit of olive oil, pan. Make sure that you get a nice sizzle. Get them down. So as soon as you turn them over, then that's when you're going to add the chili and garlic. Okay. Bread. Oh, lovely. You see the bread is just starting to color, but you've got like a little red on there as well. So that red's going to be like a nice bounce of red wine flavor as well. And you carry on, get nice and toasty. Okay, brilliant. So prawns. Okay, I'm going to flip them now. So you have a look there now. I've just flipped them once. I'm going to add the chili and garlic now. And then I'm going to deglaze the gastry. So, a bit of freshly chopped garlic. Now remember the pan's very hot. Things are going to change very quickly, turn very quickly. So now the chili and garlic. Now these prawns are pretty much cooked. So as soon as you put chili and garlic on, the starts to just color a bit. You add some of the gastry. There you go. So now you're just going to let that reduce a bit. Get some flavour, we'll have a taste. So at the moment that's what it looks like. Tomato sauce, prawns, chili, garlic. Just let it warm through it. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Definitely going to need a bit of salt and pepper. And what brings it all together are all the fresh herbs. So now what I'm going to do as well, just like this, just pop a few tomatoes in, whole. Just let it simmer. I've got some chives and a bit of rosemary, so I'm just going to chop those up as well. You know, you don't have to make it perfect. You know, it's going into a sauce. You know, this is a home cooked meal. You know, in lockdown, so no one's really going to be judging you. But the big thing that you're going to go for in this dish is about flavor, flavor, flavor. So I've got some fresh spinach leaves, some rosemary, and some chives. That's going in now. Spreading that all around. I'm pretty much ready to plate now. This is done. The only thing I'm going to add now is I'm going to turn it off. Check seasoning one more time. Give me some pepper. Now if you notice, I haven't added any lemon because the red wine vinegar is the acid to this dish. And that's enough acid. And also the tomatoes are quite acidic as well. So you don't really want to add too much. So last minute, some fresh basil. Sorry guys, I would have added more. I would add a lot more basil to this dish, but unfortunately my garden is just starting to grow and I don't want to take all the fresh basil from the garden. Anyway, okay, so this is ready now. So you got a bit of colour in there now. The prawns are ready. Check the seasoning. Tastes great. And now we're going to let's get this plate ready here. Okay, cool. So toast. Let's put the toast at the bottom like that. 1 or 2 rocket leaves, can be wild rocket or fresh rocket, or just normal rocket, but I like the wild rocket. So rocket gives you a nice peppery flavour to the whole dish as well. We're just going to layer these on top. You know, you don't have to serve it with the bread. You know, you can serve it with just on a big salad, like a warm rocket style salad. And you know, just scatter 1 or 2 of these tomatoes around. And then some more of the sauce on top. And then we'll add a bit more rocket. So now you can get a bit chefy, you know, break off a few leaves, make it look a bit prettier. You know, it's all up to you. End of the day, it's all about what it tastes like. The better the flavor, that's all you really care about. Flavor, flavor, flavor. A bit of olive oil, and there you go. My prawn ragu on drunken toast, rocket, cherry tomatoes, and a beautiful gastrique. So I would enjoy this with a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc from Valera, the Bushvine series 2018. It goes really well with the pepperiness from the green pepper tones, and it's got a bit of sweetness as well on the palate. So for me, this paired really well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy, and please guys, back DW, back all restaurants that are struggling in these tough times in lockdown with COVID-19 and coronavirus. We could only use the support, not just us, but every business in South Africa. Pretty much it's a point of paying it forward. So let's all do it together, and let's get through this together and be stronger together. Thank you.